Hey guys, what's shaking bacon? Today we're going to be rooting the OnePlus One, code name Bacon. Um, we're going to need a few things to get started here. Uh, gonna try to go pretty thorough on this. This will be my first video, so bear with me, guys. The first thing that you guys will need is your Android SDK toolkit. I will post links down below in the video, or you guys can just get on the interwebs and Google it. So we want to download our Android SDK. Next thing we want to do is download our Team Win project, TWRP recovery, open recovery. Again, there'll be a link there. I've already downloaded these, so I'm just showing you guys basically what the site looks like, where to go. After you download your TWRP, go to SuperUsers update zip. We want to download that. And just to have it, it's kind of handy to have CyanogenMod's OnePlus One factory image. Um, I don't think I'm going to put this in this video. If you guys want to see a video on how to go back to factory, I wrote a script. It makes things a little easier, or we can go through it step by step. Go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Another good site that I'll link us to is How to Root via XDA. It's a pretty good guide. I think he was missing a couple things, but he's edited it by now. So it's a good guide. Um, so let's get started. If you guys want to pause this video, download all your items, or just watch it over and over again, it's up to you. Anyways, once we've downloaded your SDK kit, you should have it in your downloads. Extract your ADT bundle. And you'll have a folder that says ADT bundle Mac 86. Obviously, this is a tutorial for Unix-based operating systems / Linux. This tutorial should work pretty good on any Linux distro. I like to change this to Android, which I have here already. And after you do that, you're going to want to move it to your home folder, which is here. Inside that folder, you've got SDK and platform tools. These are the tools that we will be using to flash, unlock our bootloader, flash our recovery. You use it to flash back to factory. Lots of tools here. So let's get started. After we've got everything downloaded, what we want to do is open up a terminal. In that terminal, your terminal should look, let's open up a fresh terminal, guys. Your terminal should look similar to this. What you want to do is make sure you have it in your home directory. Type ls. You should see here where it says Android. There's a little trick to this. If you don't want to type it all out, what I sometimes do is type cd space, open up your directories until you get to platform tools, drag it over, and hit enter. That'll get you into the directory with your tools. All right, so let that just sit there and come over to our device. Our device is already plugged in via USB into the computer. Slide down, we need to go to settings. Scroll down to about phone. I've already done this process, but right here where it says build number, you're going to tap the build number until it gives you developer option menu. After you do this, you can go back and you will have a developer option menu. Go to your developer options, scroll down to Android debugging, and that'll allow you to use your ADB, your Android debug bridge. So we go ahead and Head back home. That gives us access. Back in our terminal, we'll type period / ADB space devices, and it should give you your device attached. At this point, what we want to do is we want to reboot our unit into our device into fastboot. So ADB reboot bootloader. If I could type today, it'd be nice. All right, guys, you see we're now in fastboot mode on the device. At this point, same beginning, period / fastboot, and let's make sure our device is reading. All right, there's our device. So the first step in all rooting is unlocking the bootloader. Can't do anything, will not let you flash anything until the bootloader is unlocked. Remember, if you've had this phone for a little while and you've got pictures and other items on the device that you do not want to lose, I suggest stopping this process, going and backing everything up and starting over, because once you unlock it, you lose everything. Basically sets the phone back to factory with an unlocked bootloader. So we want to type period / fastboot OEM unlock. All right. You now have an unlocked bootloader. This takes a minute, guys, so I'm going to pause the recording while this is going and be back with you in a minute. All right, welcome back, guys. Our OnePlus One is finished restarting. I'm just going to skip through this process just to move the video along. You guys can stop here, do all your information. You won't lose anything at this point, so you can restart everything. All right, so our next goal is to flash TeamWin Project Open Recovery. This tool allows you to boot into recovery, do all kinds of cool stuff, fix permissions, flash different ROMs. Just helps you gain access, and it's a cool little tool. A lot of people like Clockwork. I'm not a huge Clockwork mod fan. I know they've been around forever, but TWRP is kind of where it's at. That, and there's actually an image for our device. All right, again, we need to go to our settings because we are basically a fresh phone again. Go to our settings, down to About Phone, down to Build Number. We're going to tap our build number until it gives us developer options again. We want to go to our developer options. And there's a few settings I like to set here. Advanced reboot. I'll show you what that does here in a minute. We scroll on down. This is the number one important thing with this device to get a custom recovery is where it says update CyanogenMod recovery. Basically, if we leave that checked, it will just reflash its own recovery over and over again. It will not let us put our own recovery on. So we need to uncheck this option. And then, of course, down here, Android debugging, we need to check that again. Click OK. Accept the fingerprint. And we're off and running again. So, back to our terminal. Same commands. ADB devices, shows our devices attached. ADB reboot bootloader. Now, a lot of tutorials are going to tell you you have to put the recovery image into the same folder as your tools. It's really not necessary. It makes things easier, but if you're rooting several phones, it gets complicated. All we have to do is point the fastboot flash to where the image is. I left mine in downloads. I'll show you an easy way to point to it. So now we're unlocked. We type fastboot space flash recovery, and here's where the easy part comes in. Go to our downloads where our open recovery is. Open recovery, drag it over, and now we're pointing to that file directory. Hit enter, and that's it. Recovery's been flashed. Now we will go back. Now we will reboot. Now before we go into our TWRP recovery to flash our SuperUser, basically our root, there's two options. You can click and drag, or you can ADB push. Geek way is to push it via ADB. Easy way, just click and drag it into the root of your Android. I'll show you guys here in 1 second while that's booting. You'll probably have to, if you're on a Mac at least, you'll probably have to unplug your USB and plug it back in. Apologize about the unfocused. Let me turn the brightness down. All right. Of course, my Mac doesn't want to talk to my OnePlus right now. Unplug the USB and plug it back in. Okay. All right. So we've got our files here. So what you can do easily, we can push it via ADB, or we can just grab our SuperUser file and move it to the root of our device. Pretty simple. If you guys want to try it the geeky way, all you have to do is type in ADB push, drag the file over, space, / SD card. Sorry. SD card / and it's going to do the same thing. So you have the option of both. After you do that, turn on the device, hold down the power button until you get to reboot. Now this is where the advanced reboot in your development comes in handy. Reboot into recovery. And there we go. Apologize for it being a little too bright. Don't actually know how to fix this. Oh, darn bad luck. there it goes. Unfortunately, it's going to be too bright to show you on my guys' camera, so I'll just walk you through it. Once you're in your TWRP, you're going to want to install, it's that one right there. I know you guys can't see it. Just sucks. Scroll down to update SuperUser zip, and it's going to give you a screen that looks like that, and you're going to confirm flash. And basically what we're doing is we're flashing root. After that, you're going to wipe the cache and the Dalvik. Click back, and then reboot your system. Alright, so at this point, guys, we've got a rooted phone, unlocked bootloader, and a custom flash recovery. The next step that I like to do is install Franco's kernel. He's starting to develop for this device, which is awesome news. I've been using his kernel since my Nexus 4 and my Nexus 5. He's still in development. I really hope that he ends up working out some of this yellow hue we've got going on this device at the bottom. I think he will. It's not an option in his app yet, but as he works on this kernel, I'm sure it will be. Let me show you guys while this is rebooting where to get Franco kernel. It's going to be at XDA, and I'll post a link down below. But original Android development and Franco kernel revision 2. Go ahead and download the zip. You can download the fastboot if you guys want to get a little crazy. I'm not going to show you how to do that here. It's easier just to put it in the root file and flash it with our recovery. So we want to, you can download it here. I've already got my downloads. It's right here, Franco kernel nightly revision 2. Drag it to the root of our phone. And you can exit out of that. Again, we will hold down our power button. Reboot into recovery. And just as we flashed the SuperUser or the SuperUser zip, you'll flash the zip the same way. Install. Scroll down to the file and flash. Again, if you have any issues, always wipe your cache. So it'll be install, and like I said, you guys can't see it, it's too bright for my camera. You'll see Franco nightly, zip, flash it, swipe to confirm, wipe your cache, reboot system. And there you guys go. You have Franco kernel, you've got root, you've got everything you need. Like I said, apologize for any hiccups. First video, Hope it helped you guys. Hit me up on the comments if you want to see how to go back to factory image, how to relock, and if you guys want me to upload the custom script I wrote to go back to Flash, make things easier, back to factory, makes things a little easier so you don't have to flash every file over and over and over again. Actually, let's let this boot for 1 second, guys. I'll pause this while this is booting. I just wanted to show you guys indeed that we have flashed our kernel. If you see here, kernel version, Franco kernel. Alright guys, thanks for watching, have a good day.